Alright, so I just got back from the comic book store and I finally got it. Backslash versus Chaos, issue number 1. So I'm going to read this a bit later. I'm really excited. We got Hackslash, my favorite franchise, written by Tim Seeley, who actually created this franchise. So we finally get a writer who actually understands the characters in the universe. And we got Chaos Comics, one of my, probably my favorite publisher growing up as a kid. And we got a crossover between the two. So fingers crossed that this is going to be good. It's good. So finally got to read Hackslash vs. Chaos issue number 1, and it's good. I was really excited and looking forward to reading this. I had issue 2 like last week, and my comic book store forgot to get me issue 1 because Hackslash apparently is just not popular enough with my local comic book store, so they never order any of the Hackslash series for me. I mean, they don't order any of the Hackslash series. They only will get one issue, and that's just for me. And that's because I specially, I special order them. So they forgot to give me issue 1, but they finally did, and I finally got a chance to read it, and it's good. I was looking really forward to it because, I mean, anyone who's been watching this channel for a while will know that Hackslash is my favorite comic book franchise, and Chaos Comics was actually one of my favorite publications growing up. It probably is my favorite publication growing up, I would say. I liked Chaos Comics, Image, and Top Cow were kind of like my favorites. And then, of course, Marvel, out of the big two. So I was looking forward to this because, I mean, we got Hackslash, we have Chaos Comics, and we have Tim Seeley writing it. And I mean, Tim Seeley created Hackslash, so if anybody knows this, these characters, well, these two, and the Hackslash universe better than anyone, it would be Tim Seeley. And thankfully, we finally get a Cassie Hack and a Vlad that are in character, because that was my biggest complaint about Resurrection, was the fact that my favorite combo character of all time did not sound like herself. So yeah, we finally get a Cassie Hack that sounds like Cassie Hack, and we finally get a Vlad who literally sounds like Vlad with the hermders and the broken English and stuff. Another big issue with Resurrection, because you actually had Vlad without his quirks and just speaking in normal grammatical senses. It was just, the more I think about it, the really crappy Resurrection was. Like, not only were the stories just terrible and just really badly paced. Like, you had a 7-issue story arc, and then you had a 1-shot followed by a 2-shot, followed by another 1-shot, followed by like a 3-issue arc. It was like, the flow was just really terrible. But yeah, also just the fact that the characters just didn't act like themselves. So we finally get characters that do. And we also get decent art. Or at least I should say decent art for a Hackslash series, which has been a very long time. Because even the artwork in Hackslash vs. Vampirella, which I enjoyed that miniseries, but even the art in that was kind of not the greatest. But yeah, we start off with I don't know if it's supposed to be like a making fun of Logan Paul or Jake Paul or whoever the hell they're called. Like, I'm not really big into the whole YouTubers. Like, my favorite YouTubers are pretty small. I think the biggest YouTuber I follow is maybe Razor Fist. Yeah, I think it might be Razor Fist or Sticks Hexenhammer. So I'm not really like, I don't follow the H2O or Vanos or Logan Paul or PewDiePie or anything like that. Not that I am like opposed to them. I don't really care. But I think it's supposed to be like one of them, and they're in a haunted house, and then they get attacked by creatures, and it turns out that they're actually slashers. Cassie discovers that, oh shit, slashers are back, which they're not supposed to be because at the end of the Image Comics run, Cassie and Vlad took care of slashers for good, like they stopped it. And then we get Evil Ernie. I'll be honest with you guys, I've never been a fan of Evil Ernie. I've tried reading some of his stuff and they're garbage. There was even a Ernie hack slash crossover, which I have in my hack slash omnibus volume 1. Didn't care for that story either. Just, I've tried giving him a chance, but I don't know. His character just doesn't appeal to me. And it's kind of a shame because it looks like he's going to be playing a big part in this series. I'm hoping not. When it comes to, well, I guess I can get to that in a bit. I'll skip some pages. But basically, Ernie is, I guess, a good guy now. He's no longer evil Ernie. I guess he's semi-good Ernie. Like, he's a good guy, but he does good in, like, evil ways. Which is an interesting, character trait. But his character itself just does nothing for me. Anyways, he kind of has a little bit of an idea of why slashers are arriving. And he knows someone who can help fill Cassie in. So he takes Vlad and Cassie to go meet them. I did think this little page right here was kind of funny, where you have Cassie and Vlad just like staring at Ernie with like this like upset look on their face, and he's all happy, and then it kind of stays the same until they fall asleep. In which case he disappears and kidnaps someone. So here we go. We get Chastity, and I don't know what it is, but that image right there does not look sexy at all. Like I said that the art was actually pretty good, but right here, that's just, I don't know. That just looks weird. I guess that's a little bit better. But speaking of Chastity, here we go. Here's one of my other favorite comic book characters ever, Chastity, from the Chaos Comics line. Anyone who's not familiar with her, she's basically a vampire assassin. She is basically Blood Rain. In fact, she even looks a lot like Blood Rain. I wonder if Blood Rain copied off Chastity or if it's the other way around. I can't remember which came first. But she was basically a normal human who I guess had dreams to be an actress. And she got bit by a vampire. But rather than basically becoming a evil vampire feeding off humans and stuff like that, she instead decides to hunt down other vampires. So she is a vampire who basically hunts other vampires. Her outfit, while originally was very risque, because she was one of the, bad girls of comics in the 90s, it kind of outgrew this phase. So it's kind of weird to see it go back to that. Usually, I mean, she does, before she used to like fight in like bikinis and stuff like that. But then eventually it evolved to her basically wearing fishnet stockings, kind of like Cassie Hack, over her bikini, which I know it's not, a huge step up, but it's a little bit better than just basically a bra and a thong, which is what she wore in the original. But then she eventually moved on to wearing leather pants and still wears just the bra, but basically the outfit kind of got better. And she eventually also had a trench coat. So it's kind of weird to see it go back to that. Not that I mind. I mean, I don't care. I'm not opposed to fan service. I mean, I read a crap ton of manga and I watch a lot of anime. So I am no stranger to fan service whatsoever. It's just kind of weird to see a character go from very fan servicey and then evolve into somewhat, still sexy, but somewhat normal, and then just to go back to the fan servicey outfit. But we'll skip some more pages. Eventually, everyone falls asleep, and this girl arrives, and she takes Vlad and Cassie away from the group so she can explain some things to her. I thought this was kind of interesting right here. I'm gonna feel focus. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being packed in next to that Chastity girl. And I'm like, you know what? Cassie Hack and Chastity together. Oof, that's doing things for me. Speaking of Chastity, I'm hoping that this series does well enough that we can get a Chastity spin-off, or at least basically get her own series again, because it's been forever. I can't even remember the last time Chastity had her own series. I want to say it was like 2001. Maybe. Maybe there was one that came afterwards, but it's been forever since Chastity had her own series. And I've always liked her as a character. Her and another forgotten character that no one seems to remember, that was also in Chaos, that I hope arrives in this miniseries at some point, is Bad Kitty, I should say. She is basically, she was a cop who like turned to voodoo after her fiance was murdered. So she's like a cop with voodoo powers. I really liked her series as well. So hopefully she appears at some point. For anyone who's interested, my favorite comic book characters, number 1, Cassie Hack. And then in no particular order, Chastity, Dante, and Mercy Dante from Zenscope, John Constantine, and then Frank Castle, Punisher. Spider-Man is also up there. He's like just like Punisher just barely ekes him out. There's just, I don't know what it is. There's just something I always liked about Punisher. But yeah, this woman basically kind of explains that slashers are coming back, and not just slashers, but even all the ones that Cassie has killed, including her mom, the original slasher, or I should say her original, her first kill, not the original slasher, but her very first slasher kill, her mom, is, so they're all back, but there's this blade that can kind of put things back, but it's kind of basically it'll send the souls back to the underworld, because that's basically what's happened. Like all the slashers, their souls have escaped from the underworld and they've gone to our world, and that's how they're back. And this blade can stop them, so they have to get it back. But the blade was taken, and can I show the rest? I guess I'll skip it, but there you go. There's your hint on who has the blade. So yeah, they're doing a Army of Darkness Boba Hotep crossover. That's pretty interesting. I'm surprised they're still doing Battlestar Galactica stuff, since that series stopped a long time ago. I've never really got into Crackdown. I don't know if that's any good or not. And then I see we also got more Dynamite stuff. I'm guessing this is like the Shadow from like the last Shadow run, which was very terrible. But for anyone who's interested in the alternative covers for this, unfortunately, when it comes to the Hack Slash, I only ever get cover A, because that's Hack Slash, like I said earlier, my comic book store doesn't cover Hack Slash, so I have to personally like order them. I basically say, hey, Hack Slash versus Chaos is coming out, can you get it for me, and can you put it on my pull list, like the whole series, like every, just order every issue for me. And they're like, okay, but they just get cover A, so I'm kind of stuck with whatever cover A is going to be, which, looking at it, I guess it's kind of the best cover, because if I'm getting a Hack Slash cover, I want Cassie Hack on the cover, and she's only on the cover for the first 3. I don't care for the art style for this one. This one's alright, I guess. So I guess if I had to choose, it would be one of these two. So I'm happy with my cover. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling now. But yeah, that's Hack Slash versus Chaos. I will say, promising start. I'm not going to say it's like great or anything, but I am cautiously optimistic. It's great to see Chaos characters, especially Chastity. Like, I am so happy to see Chastity. I'm also happy to finally see Cassie Hack and Vlad in character again, because it feels like it's been a long time since that's happened. But it's glad to see them actually acting like themselves. And I'm glad to actually see also artwork that, while not the greatest, is actually pretty damn good for a Hack Slash series. Then again, I mean, the original Hack Slash series had great artwork, but it's been forever since we've had that. Like every hack slash series since then has just been kind of very mediocre. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you guys think. Anyone familiar with Chaos Comics? If so, how do you guys feel about this issue? How do you feel if you guys are happy with if you guys are fans of hack slash? How do you feel about hack slash? How do you guys feel about this in general? Are you guys optimistic or not? If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell for notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment down below, tell me what you think. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.